Morning, JR. How are you? This is gonna be a super quick live. Just thought I would get ready on here. I think I'm getting sick. I'm like really congested, and my workout this morning was so bad. Hi, Jason. I'm okay. How are you? I'm like not in the best mood ever. That's why I'm gonna keep this live short, because I don't know, I always think that like if I'm not in a good mood, I'm just not gonna go live, because I don't know, it's like you guys can feel my energy even through the screen, and I don't want to ever give off bad energy, but I'm just like tired, you know. What are you guys up to today? What do I have planned today? I'm getting my nails done. I'm leaving in half an hour. And then I don't have anything until 4:30. I have a class to teach. And then work. What do you do for work, JR? Yeah. What else? What else? Oh, I made my vision board last night. That was fun. I'm not gonna share it, unfortunately, because as much as I always want to share everything all the time with everyone, I feel like I need to keep that one for myself, because you know, like, I don't know if you guys believe in evil eye or anything. I don't even know if I believe in evil eye or karma or like bad intentions or energy. I don't know what you want to call it, but I feel like you never know who's like wishing the worst for you, you know? And as much as like I don't want to think that like some people would ever wish something bad upon me, because I don't ever want something bad happening to people, no matter how much I don't like them. Like, just like live your life and let me live mine. But some people are like watching you really closely, and they're like really hoping that you're gonna slip up. So that's just the reality of the world we live in. So don't always share everything good before it happens. I need to do my eyebrows really bad, but today is just not the day. Okay, great. I'm filming a new series since the hometown one didn't work out too well. But what I'm gonna do different now is, before posting the first episode, I'm gonna like plan the second and third one, because I think the problem with the hometown one is that the first one, I got a lot of engagement from it and people wanted to hear more, and I think I kind of disappointed them with the second and third video, because I just like didn't have a plan. I was just kind of posting as I was thinking and going. I don't know. Honestly, like, I'm being so cool with social media being trial and error, because every time I put expectations on like how a video is gonna do, it doesn't do well. So I'm just gonna like post to post. Honestly, like, fuck it. The people that want to judge me already judged me. So I might as well just like keep trying, keep failing, keep trying, keep failing until one day something sticks. But as long as I don't stop trying, something's gonna stick. And that applies to literally everything in life. Like, even if it's not social media. Bro, why am I blending with this? Is it even getting anything on my skin? Yeah, even if like you're not doing social media, or like you're not interested in social media, but you want to try something new, like, you have to be so comfortable failing. And I think that's what, like, that's why like posting on social media is making me just like have better work ethic in general, because I'm getting more and more comfortable with failing. You know, like I expect a video to do well and it doesn't. And the quicker I bounce back from that and I just keep posting, the quicker, you know, that makes sense. So, wow, that was a really good sentence. I kind of was onto something there. You ever say something and you think, wow, that was good. Hi, Adam. Hi, Samuel. Hi, Black Star. So, people are always saying don't set high expectations because you're gonna be let down. But I think the problem isn't setting the high expectations. The problem is being comfortable being let down. You know? And I think if you're like, yeah, whatever, I failed, I'll try again. Yeah, whatever, I failed, I'll try again. The more you like go through that, the more you're like gonna be more immune to failing. Yeah. I don't think it was just the Lebanon content. I would think it was also the summer content, because I was looking through my stats yesterday and I was like, why did the reels that where I was in Lebanon do so well? And I was looking at the insights, and people clicked the most on my reels through my profile. So they were going to my profile and then clicking and then looking at the reels. And they were looking at my profile so much because I had that one reel that blew up so fast. You know, so technically it's not the content itself that blew up, it's that I had a reel that blew up while I was there. So the content I made when I was there got more reach because people are clicking on my profile more and watching it more. But I know it wasn't good enough because I didn't get many followers from it. I mean, I got a lot of followers, but they all ended up unfollowing, which is crazy because if I would lived in, like, I don't know, and I saw someone living like in their home country, like in the US, and still in touch with their home country, like I would be really interested. Like if I'd lived in Lebanon and I never moved here and I saw someone who was from Lebanon and lived in the US, I would 100% want to know everything they're doing. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. Yeah, and I was actually talking to my one person who came to my class this morning. I asked him, you know, hi, how are you? He said, great, how are you? And I was like, great. Wait, why are you great? I didn't ask him why he's great. But then it got me thinking, like, damn, I'm going to start saying great instead of good. Because maybe this one word is going to make people be like, damn, if she's great, why shouldn't I be great? You know? So when next time someone's asking me, hi, how are you? I'm going to say, you know what? Fantastic. And maybe that'll make them in a better mood and it'll make our interaction better. And yeah. I always say I'm doing great at work. You should start saying I'm doing amazing or fantastic or fabulous. I love the word fabulous. I don't know why it's not in my vocab as much as it should be. What else should I do for my skincare? I mean, for my makeup. I really mastered my makeup. Like my everyday makeup. Like, this is just the look. Do we like this side part? My hair, this is day 3 or 4. Day 4. So it's like kind of starting to flop a little bit. Damn, this is like the only time I really wish that I had more people watching, because the things that I just said in the last 10 minutes are like, okay, yeah, we're gonna stay with the side part. Are like, I don't know, some things you just need to hear, you know? Hi, David. What are you guys doing today? One of my 2025 goals was to complete my mindfulness certification. And it's one of those certifications that don't expire, you know, like you can just like work on it once every couple years. And that's exactly what's been happening. Like, I've had that certification since 2023, and I just never got around to do it because, you know, there's always something. There's always something. And so one of my 2025 goals was to complete it, and it's a 20-hour certification. And so I want to do that before the new year starts. Okay. All ready for the day? I got a cookie from work. It's not that good. Hi, Kira. How are you? Also, one thing I noticed that I've been struggling with is I have the tendency to over-explain myself. And I think that makes people not want to hear me out as much. You know? Like, I start a sentence. I feel like I'm doing it right now. And I think I just need to stop talking when I feel like, oh, I need to explain a little more. Like, I don't know where it comes from, but I always say something and I feel like I didn't come across, or the sentence I said didn't affect you as much as it affected me. And so I feel like I need to explain more and more and more and word vomit. And I think it gets to the point where people are like, okay, I get it, next. And so I'm working on stopping my sentence when I feel the urge. Like, I've been talking about the same thing for like 30 seconds straight. Okay, period. Point. I'm done. I don't know if anyone else struggles with that. What, Vishy, what? Vishy, what? What do you want me to do about this information, Vishy? What about Vishy? Hmm? But I don't know if that applies for when I'm on live stream. Because in real life, yes, you need to stop talking when you finish your sentence. But on live stream, if I sit in comfortable silence, people are going to leave. You know? So I don't know, like, when to stop talking. Do you still talk to him? Yep. Does anyone else struggle with over-explaining themselves? One thing I want to work on in 2026 is expanding my vocab and working on my communication skills. Like what I say, how I say it, when I say it. Well, not when I say it. But I also have this thing where I have the tendency to cut people off, which is really, really, really ugly habit. Like I feel like shit when I do it. But I feel like if I don't cut you off, I'm never gonna get it out because I'm gonna forget what I wanted to say. And I'm really trying to work on that. Like sometimes I open my mouth and I'm like, nope, wait for them to finish, and I have to like swallow my words, and then I'm like, I don't even know what I was gonna say, like it's gone. But it's a really ugly habit and I need to like. Hi Khulud, how are you? I'm so excited to get my nails done. I'm leaving like right now. Can you imagine they lasted a whole 4 weeks? It's amazing, isn't it? Usually they chip or something, but hi Katerina. It's fun how names change in different languages. Like that's Catherine in English. You're in the Philippines? Wow. I heard the Philippines, the beaches are really beautiful there. How's that going? Are you on vacation? I'm actually not gonna do anything on my nails. I'm gonna have them take a break. And I'm actually gonna cut them to like 0. David X Football. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and send it to Vishy. Nice. That's fun. I like that people are like, now it's more common to go on vacation places that's not, like Europe. I think I reached the point. I actually made my vision board last night and I made one of my pictures. It's like the vacations I go to, I want it to be like a disconnecting vacation. I want it to be just like in nature, hiking for hours, like watching the sunrise on top of a hill. Like I'm tired of going to like, oh my God, this is like, I know I sound like a brat, but I'm tired of going to Paris and going to like Europe. Um, because it's just like for me personally, I've been there so many times that I want something new. Maybe other people have been to nature too much and they're like, no, actually it's time to see like more culture. That's why Asian countries are the best. Yeah, I want to see Asian countries. But have the best time ever. Honestly, like leave my life right now. Like get off your phone and enjoy it. um Thank you, Fariha. I'm Catholic. Yeah. I do feel like whenever I talk about traveling, I have to be really careful with the word choice because I know that traveling is a really big privilege. And I don't ever want to seem like especially with the context I'm saying, you know, like, oh, I'm tired of going to Paris. Like, who the fuck? Like, shut the fuck up. But at the same time, like, I happen to have a friend who lives there. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have never went. Um, but it's like I'm spending so much money when I go there, so I would rather like do something that really feeds my soul, and I really feel like it's nature. Like, you ever look at nature and you're like, wow, like I feel like I'm physically like recharging. Thank you. Yeah. I also want to take my dogs with me on vacation. Like, I'm really tired of. Like, when I was in Paris, I saw all these dogs with their owners, and I was like, it's not fair that these dogs get to literally freaking sit on a chair in a cafe in Paris, and my dogs are just at home because I didn't take the time and effort to train them. Like, it's really not fair. But then also, like, there's dogs on the streets, so that's also not fair. Look at this monster. Thank you, Nom. Nom sama. Samas. Go on a hiking with your sister. Man, my sister just went to Guatemala and she hiked a volcano. I saw pictures and it was gorgeous. What do I use for my hair? Honestly, my hair is blow dried right now. I do love this Gizu oil. And I love this Oribe oil. I like the Gizu better though. What else do I use for it? Like, like when I curl it, I put products on it. But, yeah. So that's talk of the day. I'm 21. And I feel like nowadays I've been feeling like I've been forgetting how in the grand scheme of things I really am so young, and I need to like chill out with myself, like with all the expectations and goals that I have. But at the same time, it's like I'm comparing myself to the old me, or like the younger me, not the old me. And it's like, I don't know. Like we're all on different paths. And my friend's been reminding me this when it comes to social media. It's like some people like Mr. Beast posted for 10 years and then one day he just went from whatever it is, like 10K to 3 million or 10 million or whatever, how many million. I feel like once you get to like 1 million, it's like 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, it's like all's the same. Or maybe not. I don't know. And then other people, they just post like their first reel and then they blow up, you know? So it's been really hard, especially with social media, to like trust that God has a plan for me, and I just need to like trust his plan and go with the flow and do the best I can every day. And but it's like every once in a while I catch myself slipping and I feel like I beat myself up for I'm like, okay, I'm putting that much work in, why am I not getting this much reward? But I just need to show up and let God do his thing, you know? Oh, hi, Christopher. Sorry. I'm like seeing your comments. I don't know why I'm not reading them out loud. I need to like express more. Gotta live in the moment. Take a minute to reflect how much you've grown as a person. Yeah, I know. That's why I got emotional yesterday when I made my vision board. I was like, damn, like, I'm really training for my first half Ironman. Like, I would have never thought. Like, I remember when I signed up for my first full marathon, I told my friend, like, what's next? Like, marathon is like, I was like, isn't that like the most, like, the top of the like pyramid? And then he said, no, you can actually do like an Ironman. And this is where you swim and then you bike and then you run. And a half Ironman is a 1.2 mile swim, 50 miles on the bike. Hi, SS Stars, I do. And then a half marathon. And then in my head, I was like, okay, if I train for it, I guess I can do it. But then he was like, no, but like when you go on a swim, people are like swimming and they're kicking, obviously, because they're swimming and they like kick you in the face and in the head and like they kick you everywhere. And I thought, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm too much of a girly to do that. And then something switched in my head. I was like, you know what, why the fuck can't I do it? And so now I committed. And it's just like something that I would have never thought that I would be capable of doing in a million years. And it's proof that it's like, it really is always in your head. Like, I go to biking class, and every once in a while, and then like when we race, she tells us the speed should be at around 120. And that's like the fastest. So in my head, the fastest I can do is 120. And then I haven't gone in months. I go yesterday. She's teaching a different format. She goes, speed should be at 140. In my head, I'm like, 140? The max I've ever done is 120. So I don't think 140 is possible. And then because she said do 140, I was like, oh my God, like I actually got to like 144. And I was like, it was just crazy because I was like, it's always been in my head. Like when she told me to do 120 months ago, I could have done 140. I was just in my head, I told myself 120 is the max. And if you tell yourself something, you're just like never gonna get past it because it's your narrative, you know? Like I talked to a friend the other day, and he said, I think I'm just meant to be a sad person. I looked at him and I was like, once you tell yourself this stuff, you are going to be a sad person, because you're never going to invite opportunities that make you a happier person, because that you just like, that's your narrative. And so I just can't help you with anything anymore. Like, you need to do affirmations. You really do. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I don't know who Malachi Barton is. I'm not Indian. No, guys. I'm Lebanese. You guys are nice today. Sometimes it's like, I think once people see like a negative, mean comment, it's like people are like, oh, somebody commented bad, I'm gonna comment bad. And that's like, with comments, it's like the bystander effect. If you see someone having a heart attack and you're always like, and there's a lot of people around you, you're like, oh, someone will call 911. It doesn't have to be me. But if you're the only one there, you're like, wait, no, I need to call 911. Oh my God, guys, I'm spitting today. I'm spitting. That's why it's like the people around you really do affect. Like, it affects your thoughts, your actions, everything. Thank you, Unc James. There really is the bystander effect, though. Look it up. Yeah. That's why you need to use your morals, or morals isn't the right word. Maybe your values, your morals, you know, those words that kind of blur together. Don't always follow the crowd. Remember, you're only responsible for what you say, not what you think. You understand? You're right, but what you say affects how you think, and what you think reflects what you say. Did that make sense? I'll look him up after. Or look her up. I'm guessing it's a woman. Malachi Hunter was a character in one of the books I read, and it was a guy. The book was heavy. Yeah. And that's why I think when you're around, whether it's like your friends or on the internet or whatever, it's like if you're around positivity, you're going to think positively, you're going to be in a better mood and all of that stuff. This is why the 42 people that are here that are watching, I know you're in a better mood right now because I'm spitting good facts. Yeah. And they all left. Hi, Amal. Okay, guys. I need to go get my nails done. If you want more, follow me on Instagram at Life of Christy, and Practical Jokers is going to comment that. And I'm posting a new series. A new series on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yeah, that's my Instagram. Here, I'll pin it. You can follow if you want. Thank you, Christy. You're smarter than Elon Musk. You're welcome. Thank you, Alan. That means a lot to me. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks for listening. Go be a good person. Smile to everyone. If someone asks you how you are, don't say good. Say fantastic, okay? How are you? Oh, I'm fantastic. Wow, you're fantastic? Now I'm feeling fantastic. Okay, bye. Shut up. You shut up, Adam.